But let's do it. Run it. Alright, there we go. We're set. Oh, low-key, I should move this tab over here. And then do this. Alright. What's good, boys? Today I figured I would show you guys what it's like for me to actually make these videos, like behind the scenes. I thought it'd be pretty cool because right now I'm in the process of making What If Naruto Was Fujitori's reincarnation, and I figured, hey, maybe on top of the fact that they want to listen to the what if, maybe they want to hear me record it live and plan it out and do all the little, you know, things that come with making a what if. I might even let this video even become public just because, I don't know, maybe it'll be cool or something. But yeah, I'm going to interact with you guys just a little bit considering the fact that, you know, I'm literally scripting. But yeah, this is my scripting process. So in my head, I had really no idea how I was going to do this video, but I ended up deciding that a cool story would be going down the path of blind swordsman Naruto, considering that, I mean, like, what's going to differentiate the story from everything else if I just give him gravity powers, make him cool, and make him OP, you know? So I figured that for this specific timeline, Naruto's going to be getting adopted by Sasuke's family, because what's more traumatic than seeing every single person you grew up with and knew get absolutely murked and slaughtered before your eyes? Yeah. And then he's going to be a swordsman, all thanks to Shisui, wanting to be like him, thinking that Shisui's really cool. He sees the Uchiha massacre, he's going to get blinded, yada yada yada, you guys get how that goes. Water deck was done, bro. Water deck was done. I don't know what you mean, you should continue it. But he sees the Uchiha massacre, you know, he's blind. And then after this, we pretty much get Naruto and Sasuke. Like, I know... after this, you know, he pretty much resigns from combat. And, you know, he's blind. I forgot to include this. And Naruto would have... and, you know, obviously Naruto's like, wow, like, everyone's dead. Like, he's on depression timing. Like, he's not trying to go after Itachi, but Sasuke still is. And Naruto, like, it's like, what's Sasuke gonna do? Tell him, come on, help me defeat Itachi. He's blind. You know what I mean? So Naruto pretty much ends up having to relearn how to live everyday life with his new limitations. But something interesting happens as, with time passing by, Naruto ends up learning, you know, how to do things against, and his sensory abilities go crazy through the roof. So, you know, he ends up learning the ability of hockey in a very, like, weird way, but ultimately he ends up learning hockey, you know what I mean? And yo, what's good? Halal Toji the Ninth. What the heck is that name, bro? Why did I mod you? Anyways, you should let me buy you a Naruto themed camera. A Naruto themed camera. I'll let you buy me whatever you want, baby girl. Shoot. Bro, we in school? Well, then get out of school, bro. Come on now. Anyways, we just could do certain things though. Oh, he just couldn't do certain things. Okay. Examples. Eventually, the time of graduation. Naruto would be in the forest, just going for a walk. He gets super hungry. To go to a nearby tree, eat the fruit. I believe it's called the Zushi no Mi. I think that makes sense. Yeah, he's gonna have hockey. You should mod. Please don't unmod me. I like your channel. No duh. Why else would he be here? What if Naruto was Naruto but Naruto? You're very creative. Who's a freak? Daniel, who's a freak? Wait, what? What are you on about, bro? Yeah, yeah. So he's pretty much gonna have trained all those things over the years, like from the Uchiha massacre to this point. So he'd be like 7 until like he's 12. So now Naruto's pretty much understood how to like live everyday life, and he doesn't need Sasuke to help him out with things, which Sasuke would have done so for Naruto, but he wouldn't have liked it. You know what I mean? Because he's like, oh, I could be training, but instead I'm here helping you, Naruto, and Naruto feels bad and stuff like that. I could see something like that happening possibly. What's the what if? What if Naruto was what if Naruto had the was Fujitori's reincarnation? This guy from One Piece, pretty much gravity powers. So he was 7 until he was like 12 wise. Nah. So he's 7 at the Chia massacre, and then time skip to when he's 12. Anyways, Zushi no Mi, couldn't see what it was. It tastes horrible. I feel like that's real. This is off topic, but what if Deku had the hockey-based quirk ability? Nah, I've already done that. I did what if Deku was Garb, so if you want hockey Deku, then just go watch that, honestly. He already did it. Yeah, yeah, no, I definitely did. Mechanical keyboard, yeah, it's the Logitech mechanical keyboard. It's pretty fire. It's like one of my favorites. Speaking of, though, I just realized that my keyboard is not lighting up with the proper colors that I like. It's lighting up with like a ugly blue, which, you know, that's utter disrespect. Here, let's see. Hello, Cosmos X. What's up, Cosmos? Homie playing Fortnite on the keyboard. Add Zether to these like side character. Nah, I can't do that, bro. I can't just throw myself in the story. Let's see. Okay. Abilities. Naruto realizes there's a lot more OP. Oh, you know it'd be a sick idea if Naruto became a ninja not because he wanted to, like even though he has these abilities, he still doesn't want to fight. He's not like, "Oh, now that I have this power, I'm going to go fight." Like that just doesn't seem realistic considering the type of like character that I'm trying to build. But hear me out. What if Naruto remains not being a ninja up until the Chunin exams, and then once the Chunin exams pretty much come around, oh wow, my headphones are about to die. Give me a second, boys. They're like 2%. Where the heck is the cable? What? There it is. Shoot, I'm glad I noticed this. Okay. Right there. Naruto should be bro becomes a Chunin. No. He's not gonna like become a Chunin. Okay, Naruto realizes that this power is a lot more OP than he gave it credit for, and because Naruto has nothing better to do, all right. Meanwhile, without Naruto, who would be on Sasuke's team? Who should be on Sasuke's team? Boys, come on now. Who should be on Sasuke's team? Pass the bell test and and even go on the Land of Waves mission. Nah, I can't put Konohamaru on Sasuke's team. That makes no sense. All right. I'm gonna need you to understand the story. You feel me? And now I gotta go all the way to the beginning for the late people. Anyways, Naruto gets adopted by Sasuke's family. Because of this, he blinds himself thanks to the Uchiha massacre. It really scares him. So obviously, dude's blind, can't become a ninja. So Sasuke is the one who becomes a ninja. Meanwhile, Naruto's relearning how to live as a person, and he ends up pretty much unironically discovering hockey. On one of his forest walks, because he's bored, he has nothing else to do, he ends up eating the Zushi no Mi, and he begins training with it. All the while, Sasuke is becoming a ninja. Now what do we think? Now what do we think, boys? Are we all caught up? I hope we're all caught up. Shikamaru? Hold on. Shikamaru, hold on. Naruto rookie teams. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't want to split the other teams up just to make Sasuke's team better. Like, it has to be like someone else. The third Hokage's. No, bro. Bro's over here still spamming that. Why does he get adopted? Just cuz, bro. It's just like, it's literally just for the purposes of the story. Konohamaru is the only. No, the dude is literally a bonehead at this point of the story. I'd have to age him up. And I'm not doing that. Imagine you make him like freaking Bakugo of all people, in the sense that you just give him the cockiest students so far as his lackeys. Sai. Okay, Sai's not bad. Make an OC. I could make an OC. Sai. Who you want then, Juriya? Konohamaru is the best character in OG Naruto. Bro's not done trolling. Bro has decided to straight up troll to his last breath. Bro, what about Sai? No. I mean, Sai maybe. Side. OC, like my own original character. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna do that, like my own original character. What, bruh. Sai is an Anbu, OC. Yeah, low-key, I think we're going to go with an OC. A pretty decently strong kid. But then things become difficult, because it's like, how in the world do they get past the Land of the Waves mission? Oh, you know what could happen? You know what I low-key could have happened? Which would be really interesting for the plot? Let's say that in this specific timeline, like, Sasuke fails the Land of the Waves mission. What if Naruto had the... What if Konohamaru had the Nine Tails? Just throwing out random one, but Neji? Nah, I can't do that. Fujitora for late people, yeah. What if Naruto's Fujitora? Sai is an Anbu member and he's still with his brother. Oh yeah, you're right. Called Dan, Particle Style, OC, Konohamaru Soul Zabuza, Do It Zether. No OC be a beast. Yeah, I like that idea. His teammate. What should his teammate's name? Let's say Bonzo. What should his teammate's name be? What should his teammate's name? Nah. What if Zabuza alone and Haku was on Sasuke's team? No, I'm not adding myself. I'm not adding Zether just to get killed. Tripping. Kaito. I like that. Nah, they can't even fail this mission. Where this time they barely. And his teammate Kaito. What if Mask Shop owner versus Teuchi happened during the fourth Great Show? You know what would be such an interesting thing for me to do? For, like, okay, hear me out, chat. Hear me out, okay? We all know that if Sasuke was put in this position, he most likely straight up, like there's no way around it. He most likely dies to Haku, because without no Nine Tails amp, there's no way for Sasuke to make it out of the situation. But, hear me out. Sasuke would unlock his Sharingan through this battle. We all know that, right? That's something that we're all aware of. And I'm pretty sure that Obito didn't have the full 3 Tomoe Sharingan before he ended up, like, getting crushed in the cave. So here's my idea. I say that the death of his friend Kaito causes Sasuke to awaken the Mangekyo Sharingan. And then he uses Amaterasu to absolutely, like, just kill Haku. What are we thinking? Chat? Does that make sense, or am I reaching? Be honest. You guys could be honest. Having chicken. Nah, let 10-10 shine by being Sasuke's teammate. Another Obito. He did, because Kakashi got 3. Wait, did he? No. The OC doesn't have the Mangekyo. Sasuke does. Hear me out. You guys don't like that? Reach. Okay, some of you guys are like, heck yeah. Bro, but he's not even going to be that OP, though. It's just a Mangekyo. Y'all are over here acting like him having the Mangekyo Sharingan is just going to make him busted. He's, without the Mangekyo Sharingan active, the dude's still going to be borderline useless. Like, he'll still lose a fight against Lee, you know? Just join. Because it's his teammate, bro. Come on now. He jumped in the way for Naruto and he hated him. Come on now. Bro, hear me. Sasuke literally risked his life for Naruto and he didn't like him. Come on now. No, not eternal. He's just gonna get the normal one. All right, y'all are just like, I don't appreciate this. I don't know, but you guys don't appreciate good writing. Oh, that's funny. Okay, wait. Can someone awaken the Mangekyo at the one Tomoe? What? Yeah. Yes. Yes. See. Obito went from 2 Tomoe to that instantly. Sasuke and Madara. Oh wait, no, you're right. He doesn't have access to Madarasu that early on. He doesn't. Okay. Sasuke about to be blind buddies with Naruto, huh? Y'all don't appreciate good writing, bro. Y'all gotta shut up for real. Where this time they barely survive, and his teammate Kaito sacrifices himself to make sure Sasuke lived. This leads Sasuke to awaken the Mangekyo super early. Defeat Haku with it. Wait, what does Sasuke have when he first awake? Could he have like the Susanoo? Because like, come on now, like that's kind of like, that's kind of like a stretch. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't just give Sasuke Susanoo off rip. Kaito better come back in Shippuden. Nah, he's dead, bro. Kaito is Obito. Toby is Kaito. That's crazy. Earlier, yes, spelling blind Sasuke gonna go crazy. Man, mates, don't judge the writing. That's what I'm saying, bro. Y'all are bugging. This leads. Okay, wait. Let me put my music back on. Anyways, this leads Sasuke to awaken the Mangekyo super early and defeat Haku with it. I'm just gonna be, like kind of blunt with it. I'm not gonna say how he does it, but he does it. They return. Naruto asks how it went. Sasuke says he doesn't want to talk about it. Naruto asks why. Goes off on Naruto. What happened? Look at me! Nah, he wouldn't be able to see his Mangekyo. Look at me! I did that just to, you know, just to destroy Weeb's ears. If Snapchat probably say some hurtful. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Alone fighting and could legit die trying to. He's been selfish because he's scared. My ears are bleeding now. My favorite. Okay. Naruto leaves and goes to Hokage, saying he wants to join Team 7. At this point, Hiruzen says a blind shinobi isn't fit to be a ninja. Wait, no, I don't like that. Yeah, that sounds better. Justice for Kaito. For real, bro. My boy Kaito. My boy Kaito. No, they won't. Isn't fit to be a shinobi. What if Naruto gets Sharingan transplants? Nah, he's not gonna get Sharingan transplants, bro. The whole point is him being blind. Actually, maybe I'll give him like the Rinnegan. It'll fit his purple theme, you know. But Naruto tells. Low key, I think that's where I should end part 1. That's kind of tough. That's kind of a tough spot to end it off. Like he's not worthy. You're not fit to be a shinobi. Boom. Like right there, we gotta end everything off. And yeah. Low key. I like that. Okay. Now I just need my neighbor's dog to shut up so I could record a video. Good question. But should Naruto hold a grudge against Sasuke depending on how hurtful what he said was? Nah. Bro, Sasuke literally was the one cooking for Naruto every day when he wasn't able to see, giving Naruto water, helping this man to the bathroom, like doing all those things, bro. Sasuke might be a jerk, bro, but he was there for Naruto when he needed it most, and he wasn't. Sasuke has every right to say whatever he wanted to Naruto, and Naruto had absolutely no right to even get mad about it. Like, that's just where I stand on it. Bro wants me to make what if Kaito was a Naruto. That's crazy. Y'all have never heard me record a what if before live, but you're about to. You're about to hear all the mistakes, all the errors, all the cringy parts that I'll cut out just because I'm like, oh wait, that was cringy. So right now I'm gonna have to be on my A game and just get down. I'm not gonna record the intro. I think I'm gonna save the intro for later. Or should I record the intro now? Bro is thirsty. Yeah, I'm a little thirsty. What if Kaito had his own anime? It's crazy. What if Kaito then was Kaito? I don't know who came up with the name Kaito, but that was a goated name. It's kind of like Kabuto, but Kaito. No B. All right, mic check, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Actually, let's raise the audio level because that sounds awfully quiet. Mic check, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Let's raise it to 75. Mic check, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Sasuke, Naruto. What if we make a script? Would it go hard? That sounds awfully quiet. Mic check, 1. Mic check, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. What if we make a script? Would it go hard? I think that's a decent audio recording level. Let's run it. Do it, fool, you fool. Invite us to Google Docs. Trust us. Heck, nah, y'all are bugging. Y'all are bugging. Actually, low-key, that'd be kind of fun. You guys make a whole video for me, and I just have to like record it. we can make a script. All right, bet. Y'all think y'all could do my job? Y'all think y'all could do my job? All right, bet. How do I make a Google Doc so that everybody? Y'all think y'all could script something better than me? Here's the idea. What if Naruto? Huh. I don't even know what the idea should be, honestly. What even should the idea be? What if Naruto? What if Naruto was Naruto, bro? Let's just go with that one. Dude, I have no idea what video idea I want you guys to make. Dude, I straight up have nothing. Like, I literally have absolutely nothing. Not a thing. Not a thing. What about... Come on. I gotta find something cool. Yeah, I can't think of anything. What if Naruto... Oro, what if Kaito was in Naruto? No! When's the deadline? Today. What if Naruto was Rexplode's reincarnation? Give type access. I didn't give type access. How do I do that? How do I? Oh, okay. How do I give type access? Huh. Yeah, no, how do I give type access? How do I do that? Is it this? No. Yeah, boys, I have no idea how to do that. There. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. All right, there. I sense it. Can you guys type yet? What if Naruto? What video should they even make? I'm so. Hold on. Weep's calling me.
Let me help you, okay?
How do I do it?
All right, screen share. You have to change the settings. So the file settings.
Oh, by the way, Weep, are you back home now? Finally.
I am home. I just got back from Europe like 2 days ago.
That's what's up. All right, now what do I do?
All right, so go to hit share. So share, and then you see how it says viewer. Anyone with the link is a viewer. You need to change that to editor. because viewer is just means you can see it. You have to click that and change the editor. Now it should work.
Ah.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
Now do I need a
Yep.
new link?
Yeah. So copy link and then send it again, and it should work this time.
Bet.
All right.
All right,
I
there.
think we're
I
good
gave you guys access. Wait.
Huh?
Nah, not Keyblade. Hold on.
I'm gonna let you go then. All right. See ya.
All right, peace out, weeb. What if Naruto? What's the idea, What's the idea, chat? What's the idea? I need you guys to comment down some, and I'm gonna pick one. What if Deku? Nope, not Deku. It has to be Naruto. What if Naruto learned Flying Magic? Nope, not. Nope. What if Naruto went rogue? Nope. Why don't you guys just start different like writing sections? Like, bro, what are y'all on? Just start writing somewhere else. Like, bro. That's crazy. What if Kaido was a Naruto? Blue Lock. What if Naruto had Riz? Invincible Naruto? Nah. Bro, why don't y'all just do this? Y'all gotta pick different sections. Y'all each gotta have your own little part. Bro, what are y'all doing? What the heck? Alright, I don't know who's the person that was responsible for like making the thing super freaking long, but I'm gonna kick you guys. I'm gonna kick whoever that was. Dang, we got 17 people. That's insane. Blood Jutsu, nah. Zanpakuto, nah. Garp, nah. Google Doc, nah. Nah. Kaido, okay. What's a good idea we should roll with? I know I have some ideas that I've still yet to do. A lot of them, actually. But let's see. What if Naruto? What if Naruto? What if Naruto? Oh, I got it. Okay. I know what you guys are going to do. I just figured it out. What if... Bro, who's deleting my chat? That's insane. Here's the idea. What if Naruto had a light kick at Genkai? That's what y'all are scripting. That's it. That's what we're doing. Now y'all are pretty much just typing a bunch of weird comments. It's blue. It's the blue guy. It's the blue guy. It's the blue guy. Who's the blue guy? It's the armadillo guy. I'm just curious. Why don't you guys pretty much just go to different, like take different lines, like go to different pages, and then in that page script your own little ideas or whatever. This is not working out. Yeah, let me close that. Anyways, okay, so I need to record this video. I'm getting off topic way too much. All right. Okay, I'm gonna record the video now. Let me quickly. There it is. There it is. Oh, dude, what the heck? Okay. Now I gotta redo that. Bang. Bang. I definitely want to leave this tab open. So let's do this. I'm not gonna be able to look at the chat anymore, boys, just to let you guys know. So I'm gonna 100% focus on recording this video, okay? So here's behind the scenes. Maybe I'll look at the chat occasionally, but my main priority is gonna be not the chat. There. Now I can see the chat and the recording software. Let me lower the audio, because that's a little loud. Maybe like right there. All right. How should I start? This is always the hardest part. What do I say to begin the story? Behind the scenes, twitching clips, death aversion, I'm cooking. Alright, Naruto gets adopted in this timeline. I saw some. Alright, let's do it. Mic check once more. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check. It sounds so quiet for some reason. I'm just looking at the audio levels. Mic check once more. Why is it at 56? Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check audio levels 77. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Yeah, that seems about right. That'll work. Audio seems alright, I guess. Alright, the music is loud as... Is it really? Let me fix that for you guys. Is that better? Yeah, that's so much better. Sorry. Appreciate you for letting me know that. Alright. Alright, let's begin. Alright, so for this specific timeline... Yeah, that's way too loud. Alright, let's begin. Alright, so for this specific timeline... Yeah. Let's do 77 instead. Alright, let's begin. So for this specific timeline, we're going to be starting everything off with a big change that's going to be massively impacting the story. Now, obviously, you've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail. I probably said something like that along the... No, I don't like that. I already don't like that. I hate that. I hate that with every fiber of my being. Okay, Alright. So, this specific story is going to be implementing 3 changes. Now, these are going to be massive. 1, Naruto is going to be the reincarnation of Fujitora. Number 2, Naruto is going to be having a devil fruit. The only devil fruit in the series, might I add. And number 3, which is where we're going to start this entire story off, Naruto is going to be adopted by Mikoto Uchiha. Now, for most of you guys who probably don't know this information, in the original story of Naruto, Mikoto actually... Story of Naruto. Yeah, I gotta pause for a second. Bro, thank you so much for that. By the way, they're genuinely curious, but do you have plans to make your own original story one day? I have. I mean, I made What If Zeder was in Naruto. I guess that technically counts as original, but as terms of like my own manga or something like that, no. Just curious because you're a very good storyteller, and I'd love to see you do something like that. I would, dude. It's just one of those things where the risk to reward ratio just isn't there. You know what I mean? It's just not. Oh, no, I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at if you're donating, I'm looking at the chat. Let me tell y'all that. Story of Naruto. Probably don't know this information. In the original story of Naruto, Mikoto was actually trying to adopt Naruto. Now, why exactly was this the case? I don't know. Ask wait, I don't like that. Probably don't know this information. In the original story of Naruto, Mikoto was actually trying to adopt Naruto because she knew Kushina. The story of Naruto, Mikoto was actually trying to adopt Naruto, but unfortunately, she wasn't allowed to do it because they didn't want the Uchiha to have access to the nine-tailed fox, all thanks to, I want to say Danzo, but it also could have been a mix of the council and Hiruzen and Danzo, so it really could have been anybody. And so this really is a huge change that we're going to be implementing, where in this specific timeline, Naruto is going to be adopted by the family, and he's going to be growing up raised as Sasuke's brother. Now, obviously, they're not exactly going to be able to say, hey, this is your blood brother, because Naruto's hair is literally blonde. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things where Naruto does not fit in the family. But ultimately, Naruto would actually be treated like he is. And what's interesting is that Fugaku would actually this time around pour a lot of time into training both the boys, both Sasuke and Naruto, due to the fact that Naruto is literally the nine-tailed Jinchuriki. And in this timeline of events, that's going to become a massive deal for Fugaku once we get to the Uchiha coup d'etat section of the story. Now, just like in the original Naruto, the deal for Fugaku once we get to the Uchiha coup d'etat section of the story. But unlike the original, in this specific timeline, what's going to be pretty much happening for Naruto's upbringing, I'm not sure how old Sasuke was during the Uchiha massacre. Let's go 7 to 8. From that age range, maybe 6 to 8. That's around the time that the Uchiha massacre happened. So Naruto and Sasuke are both going to be growing up together. They're playing together a lot. Like, it just becomes one of those things where it's like, bro, that's your brother. Like, you have no choice but to play with them. And because it's your brother and you spend so much time with them, it's pretty much inevitable for them to become like your best friend. Obviously, Naruto and Sasuke would fight a lot and they'd duke it out and they'd always try to outshow each other and stuff like that. But ultimately, Naruto would actually be the more prodigious one in nature out of the both of them, because remember, Sasuke was only so much better than Naruto in the original story because of the fact that this dude had training from Itachi, training from Fugaku, and he didn't have a nine-tailed beast inside of him that was hindering every single thing that he did and was lonely and had no help. So yeah, Sasuke definitely had a lot of help, but once Naruto ended up having his own help, things quickly flipped on its head. So I can see Naruto being the stronger of the two in this timeline. Oh, and not only is he going to be stronger. Nah, I don't like that. The two in this timeline. But that only has to do with things when it comes to their strength. That really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, they're both still weak relatively to the rest of the ninjas in the Naruto story. I don't like that. Things quickly flipped on its head. So I can see Naruto being the stronger of the two in this timeline. And with that being the case, I can see Naruto and Sasuke's rivalry growing more and more as they get older. So by the time that they finally get to the academy and they're both pretty much trying to show off who's stronger and stuff like that, even though Naruto would actually beat Sasuke, people would avoid Naruto like the Black Plague for some reason, and both Naruto and Sasuke would be completely unaware why that's even the case. Naruto at this point would pretty much go home crying, and I could see Sasuke pretty much talking to him about it, telling him that it's not a big deal, yada yada yada. It's not a big deal, yada yada yada. It's not a big deal. I don't like that. Crying, and I could see I don't like that at all. Completely unaware why that's even the case. Plague for some reason, and both Naruto and stronger and stuff like that. Even though Naruto would actually, Naruto and Sasuke would be completely unaware why that's even the case. Why that's even the case. Completely unaware why that Naruto being the stronger of the two in this timeline. And with that being the case, I can see Naruto and Sasuke's rivalry growing more and more as they get older. So by the time that they finally get to the academy and they're both So by the time that they both get to the academy and they're there, things are going to be a huge shock to them when they come to realize that everybody in the school is avoiding Naruto. What am I doing? Okay. Okay. Let's reverse that. So by older. So by the time that they finally get to the academy and they're both pretty much trying to show off who's stronger more and more as they get older. They get older, the stronger of the two in this timeline. And with that being the case, I can see Naruto and Sasuke's rivalry growing more and more as they get older, with Sasuke ultimately still being the more popular of the two, just due to the fact that A, he's an actual Uchiha and people make fun of him for being a fake Uchiha. They would also avoid him for simply having the Nine Tails, which in this specific timeline of events, Naruto's not exactly going to have that information hidden from him. Fugaku would make it very obvious that he thinks that Naruto having the Nine Tails Jinchuriki is a huge thing, and he even is proud of him for it, calling him his secret weapon, like blatantly out in the open. Naruto would always wonder what the heck that's about, but it's not like he's gonna go around being like, yeah, I'm Fugaku's secret weapon, you know what I mean? That's just not gonna happen. Anyways, as time would pass by, things would start rising, conflict in the village, and eventually we would get the section where the coup d'etat is set to happen. And so Shisui dies, and Itachi is ultimately forced to make his decision to kill the clan. On this specific day, I can see both Naruto and Sasuke essentially having like a dispute in the classroom where they both get matched up against each other, and they're essentially having to do the little combat in the classroom. And we can pretty much get a scene in which Naruto beats Sasuke, and after the match, Naruto goes up to Sasuke and says, "Good match," you know? And then you just get Sasuke looking at Naruto angrily, you know, just being like, I'm supposed to be the stronger of the two, you know, because he's starting to get jealous of Naruto at this point. But ultimately, he ends up like slapping Naruto's hand out of his face and just being like, whatever. He walks off, and I could see Sasuke going off to train somewhere in seclusion, and Naruto seeing that Sasuke did that would just not feel good at all. So Naruto would go off to train by himself and ultimately go off and get some ramen, and it would already be late at night. Naruto at this point would have his hands in his hoodie pocket walking through the village, and he'd be getting his usual bad stares from everybody. Naruto had ultimately gotten accustomed to this, but he doesn't care, knowing that when he makes it to the Uchiha compound, no one gives him those stares. Plus, Teuchi never gives him those either, so he would go to his favorite ramen store, grab a meal before finally heading home. And since Naruto was doing this, and Sasuke would be training, after Sasuke's training would finally be over, Sasuke would make his way back to the village only to find out that the smell of blood was reeking from every single the village, only to find out that the smell of blood was reeking. To find out that the smell of there it is. Cut it there. I'm pushing 14 though. What are y'all on about? Whether you need mods. I don't even know what's going on, bro. I don't even know what's going on. Here you go, bro. Do your thing. Out that the smell of to find out to the he would make his way back to the village only to find out that the smell of Blood was reeking from every single corner of the village. Sasuke, realizing this, would quickly rush home. The smell of blood was reeking from every single corner of the village. And Sasuke, realizing this, would quickly rush towards his house, only to find out that Itachi had killed both of his parents and ultimately would be placed under the Tsukiyomi technique. I was going to say infinite Tsukiyomi, but yeah, that does not happen for years. Would be placed under the ultimately would be placed under the and ultimately would be placed under Tsukiyomi by Itachi. At this point, Naruto would finish up his ramen stuff and he would pretty much make his way home, and Itachi would have already left the village. So Naruto would end up walking into a room where he would see his brother unconscious, thinking that he's dead considering every single other person is dead. He goes to his parents, shaking them, asking why, who could have done this. He didn't even see Itachi, so that hate in his heart is just not there. And Naruto, seeing both of his parents dead, blood all over the place, Sasuke unconscious, and no matter how hard he shook him, Sasuke just seemed lifeless. Naruto would start breaking down, crying like crazy. The tears would not stop. And as Naruto was having this happen and his whole world is just breaking around him, Naruto would see the only thing near him, and the only thing he wanted to do was to just close his eyes and act like this wasn't real, act like this wasn't happening. So Naruto would grab a blade that was very close to him, and he would end up blinding himself by cutting his own eyes. Cutting his own eyes. Hey, you yokes, yo, Seth, her. Hello, I just got here. What is going on? I'm making What If Naruto was Fujitori's reincarnation. You know, some light. Cutting his own eyes. Yeah, of course it's dark, but it's, you know, it's kind of supposed to be dark. You know what I mean? Like, Fujitori's past is not exactly nice. By the way, if all things go right, this video should be done by, it should be out by 1 o'clock. What in Naruto, Apollo is up in heaven, Olympus decided more, so he found the brightest man, the yellow flash said his son would be the new sun. Yo, this is not bad. You better keep cooking, bro. Make the whole story. I need the whole thing done. The whole thing. That way I can make it and, you know, kind of take it easy for the one time. Make it very vague, though, because I don't exactly know what direction you're going with. Or after, okay, there. And he would end up blinding himself by cutting his own eyes. After this would happen, Naruto would go unconscious from the blood loss of his corneas being absolutely destroyed, and the village literally has no choice but to just take out the already wrecked eyes of Naruto. So now, Naruto is officially blind, and there's no way he's ever going to be able to see again. Eyes of Naruto. So now, Naruto was officially blind, and there was no way Naruto was ever going to be seeing again. Now, Naruto was officially blind, and there was no way Naruto was ever going to be seeing again. After this would take place, a couple of things would be very clear to Sasuke. A, his brother was a coward. And B, his brother was never going to become a ninja. All their battles, all their experiences that they had together, all the times that Naruto had claimed he was going to grow up to become the Hokage, that was all a load of, well, you know the word. Sasuke at this point would feel so much anger at his brother, but he also would sort of understand. He knows that now that Naruto's blind, there's literally no way that he was ever gonna become a ninja now. And Naruto would realize this as well. So he would completely be taken out of the academy by Hiruzen, who would think that the smartest thing to do is not to give Naruto false hopes. And so years would pretty much pass with Naruto essentially having to learn how to grow up blind. He needs to relearn how to live everyday life with these new limitations. But what's super interesting about this is that while Naruto would be going through these things, something incredible would happen. Naruto's self, something incredible would happen. Naruto's sensory abilities would surpass anything that anyone could ever expect. After a couple of years would pass, Naruto would start learning Haki, observation Haki, unknowingly, but he would end up learning Haki, to the point where Naruto's abilities allowed him to pretty much do everyday life as if he was a normal person. There was just a couple of things that Naruto couldn't do, like read, because no matter how much Haki you have, you can't exactly read tiny little letters. Gambling, obviously, that was one of Fujitori's limitations. He can't, like, fully tell if someone's being honest when it comes to stuff like that, and other things like I can't exactly point them out, but there's a lot of things that Naruto's limited to. But combat and, like, you know, going to the bathroom or getting water or going on a walk, stuff like that is most definitely not out of the realm of possibility. Definitely not out of the realm of possibility. Just wait and see, bro. Just wait and see. Ah! Going on a walk, stuff like that is most definitely not out of the realm of possibility. That said, though, as all this is happening for Naruto, Sasuke would have ended up going through the academy, graduating, and eventually becoming a genin by passing. No, most definitely not out of the realm of possibility. That said, we're now going to jump to a random day where Naruto decided that because he was bored and Sasuke was off in the academy learning how to become a ninja, he decided that he was going to go off on a little bit of a walk. And on this particular day, Naruto kind of forgot to eat breakfast. So he would make his way out to the forest and walk around, and after a couple of hours would pass of Naruto literally just peacefully walking around, bothering nobody. Peacefully walking around, bothering nobody. Naruto would hear his stomach grumble like it never has before, as Naruto, realizing that he's extremely hungry and being able to kind of sense the shape of a fruit nearby, Naruto would make his way towards this weird looking fruit, and wouldn't you know it, Naruto instantly bites into it, thinking that, yeah, it must be a fruit. You know, he holds it in his hand, he feels it out, he's like, oh, here's the stem, this must be the skin of the fruit. He thinks whether he's able to just eat it like that or he has to peel it, but he's so hungry he doesn't care. Naruto takes a huge bite out of this fruit, and the second that he does, this thing would be the most putrid and sour thing that he's ever had the displeasure of placing in his mouth. Oh, that little weird, like that little weird noise that you guys can hear. Sometimes it does that. I'm not sure why. It just does, dude. It just does. Eventually, the time of graduation is nearing, and Naruto would be in the forest. Our thing that he's ever had the displeasure of placing in his mouth. Placing in his mouth. But shortly after this happens, and Naruto's over there freaking out, wiping his tongue, trying to get the taste out of his mouth, Naruto would realize that things around him would start floating. And an interesting thing to note is that Naruto feels different, entirely different. It's as though a different element has been introduced to his life entirely. And Naruto, in this moment, not being able to see it, would just know that something has changed. Naruto would start feeling objects floating around himself, and he would realize that he's just unlocked some strange power. Realize that he's just unlocked some strange power, and Naruto has no clue whether it's thanks to the devil fruit or thanks to maybe a jutsu that Naruto unknowingly tapped into. That said, though, Naruto, feeling an extreme amount of excitement wanting to share this with someone, would quickly run home, and the villagers all would be staring at him, giving him dirty looks, but mind you, Naruto is blind, so he can't exactly tell. So that's kind of a good thing for Naruto, because now he doesn't feel bad when he walks around places. People, instead of also looking at him with disdain of like, ugh, the nine-tailed fox, some people even give him looks of like, oh, I feel so bad for him, and Naruto probably would not have liked that. But thanks to the fact that he's blind, which is kind of a weird thing to say, he doesn't have to deal with that. Anyways, point is, when did you leave? Yo, I'm back. Wow, so you think you can just leave and come back and be accepted like nothing? What does that sound? Yeah, my mic does be tweaking sometimes. You guys can hear like a weird noise. Sorry about that. Oh god, imagine Naruto at some point eventually using his devil fruit or gravity training. Yeah, that's 100% something Naruto's going to be doing. But I'm not sure if I'm not sure if it's going to happen with on his body, or if he's going to use that gravity on his clothes, cuz I don't think that the gravity abilities are able to be used on oneself, because we've never seen Fujitora do that. So I'm kind of hesitant to say that that could happen. And Naruto understands he has gravity powers, not knowing how to, but he does. What was I saying again? He doesn't have to deal with that. Anyways, point is, point is, point is, Naruto would arrive to the training grounds where Sasuke's always at, and Naruto would say, Sasuke, look, I have this new power. Sasuke would just be like, go away, Naruto, I'm training. As Naruto would say, no, really, look, I unlocked this new jutsu. I don't know what it is, but it's super cool. It's like gravity powers. Sasuke, hearing this, would say, shut up, Naruto. Can't you see that I'm training, trying to defeat Itachi? Why don't you go off on some leisurely walk again? Walk again. Naruto would arrive to the training grounds where Sasuke's always at, and Naruto would say, leisurely walk again. As Naruto, hearing this, would just like, he just feels bad. All his excitement, all his energy just instantly got deflated. And Naruto feels bad, but he understands Sasuke. After Naruto blinded himself, Sasuke was responsible of taking care of Naruto. A child was responsible of taking care of his other brother, who decided he wanted to blind himself and pretty much become a liability for him. He held him back from a couple of months of training because he had to be there by Naruto's side, helping him out whenever he needed to go to the bathroom, whenever he needed to take a shower, whenever he needed food because he couldn't cook anymore. Everything, Sasuke had to be there helping Naruto. And so Naruto just sadly goes to the forest, deciding that, you know, he has nothing better to do, so he might as well fiddle around with these new abilities of his. He has the Zushi no Mi, not Ochaku. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's going to make like his clothes heavy. Make Naruto an aura farmer. Nah, that's just not who Fujitora is. Abilities of his. That said, Naruto, through training over the next couple of weeks, would end up realizing that this power is a lot more overpowered than he had even gave it credit for. Because Naruto has had nothing to do. This man has pretty much dedicated himself to like walks and like just sitting outside of nature and just like hearing things. Just like hearing things. And building obstacle courses, which he pretty much uses to train himself to like get better at moving around, which is something he would do during his earlier times, trying not to be much of a burden for Sasuke. So things like that would definitely end up changing Naruto for the better and get his Haki observation levels to go way up through the roof. Mind you, he is definitely going to be learning armament Haki later on in the story. I'm not entirely positive if we're going to be giving him Conqueror's Haki, because we don't know if Fujitora has that. At least I don't. I haven't read the manga. But comment down below if he does, and I'll take your word for it. That said, what pretty much ends up taking place over the next couple of weeks that Naruto trains with this, new ability that he got, Sasuke, during this entire time, would pretty much go on to live his own life, going on to become a genin, pass the bell test, and even form a team with Sakura, Kakashi, and Kaito. Original character that the chat actually ended up helping me come up with, because while I'm recording this video, I'm actually live streaming and they're seeing how I do the whole process, so that's kind of cool. If you missed the stream, then it's going to be public in case you want to go back and watch it. But yeah, that said, Naruto yeah, that said but yeah, that said Sasuke would end up actually also going on the Land of the Waves mission, which would be really interesting, because remember, the only reason that they ended up making it through that section was thanks to Naruto defeating Haku, because in the original timeline, there was no way that Sasuke was going to be Haku, and without Naruto going into the Nine Tails power that he ended up activating, Naruto and Sasuke most likely would have died, if not gotten so injured that they weren't going to be able to help Kakashi. Kakashi was most likely going to die, and then Tazuna was going to get killed. So without Naruto here, there has to be some way for them to end up making it out of here alive, or Naruto's going to be a blind dude who lost his only brother, which would be very, very tragic. Like, we could go down that route, but I kind of like Sasuke. Anyways. Anywho's. Anywho's, we're going to jump into how they survive. Now, like in the original, Sasuke and Kaito end up coming with a way to free Kakashi from the water prison, so that's how they survived that encounter. But as for their battle against Haku, once the Ice Crystal Mirror get busted out, I don't see a lot of ways for them to survive this encounter other than Kaito and Sasuke doing their absolute best to try to fend him off. But ultimately, even though Sasuke ends up awakening his Sharingan and doing his absolute best to face Haku and, try to dodge and help Kaito survive as well, because him and Kaito are not friends. Well, they're not friends, they won't admit it, but they are, right? Sasuke has become close to Kaito, and Kaito kind of reminds Sasuke of Naruto just a little bit before he became such a pansy. That said, as they're fighting, the battle would get worse and worse and worse until eventually Haku deciding that he has to go help Zabuza would take things seriously, as he would begin taking things up a notch and zooming from mirror to mirror, as he would throw so many Senbon at Sasuke that you could just see him visibly start to waver and get weaker and weaker by the second. Eventually, Haku decides that he needs to take him out because he's the only one that has even a potential to hang with him. That said, Haku would throw a multitude of Senbon at the direction of Sasuke, and Kaito, seeing this, would push Sasuke out of the way as he would take every single Senbon needle all by himself. He would then fall to the ground, and unlike Sasuke, Kaito would die. Sasuke, seeing Kaito die right in front of his eyes, would be livid. He realizes that this kid who he was refusing to admit was even his friend was willing to sacrifice himself just so that he could survive. He was so weak. Once again, he couldn't even kill this ninja that was standing in front of him. And all of these emotions would end up bubbling up to the surface, leading Sasuke to do something that is very, very strange that I don't think I've ever done in another What If, but he would awaken the Mangekyo Sharingan. Now, I know it's a bit of a stretch, but stay with me now. After Sasuke would awaken this ability, he would end up using it to defeat Haku. And ultimately pass out from chakra exertion right after that. Now, Kakashi would have sort of noticed that that ended up happening. Chakra exertion right after that. After that. With that being said, Haku never jumps in the way of the Chidori that Kakashi ends up using on Zabuza, so Zabuza actually dies in that moment, and then we get a scene of Kakashi using his shadow clones alongside the villagers arriving to pretty much scare Gato and his men away. After this ends up happening, they return to the village, and safe to say, Sasuke is not in a good mood. His teammate just died in front of his eyes, and yeah, he might have awakened this power that he didn't know he had access to, but what does that even mean? But no, he had access to. But Sasuke is now left there feeling survivor's guilt, realizing that he shouldn't have been the one to survive and it should have been Kaito. He leaped in the way and had to save him. Sasuke's not feeling good, and we just pretty much get a scene of Kakashi telling Sasuke if he wants to talk, he's there, but Sasuke just walks off in silence, just feeling rage, sadness. He doesn't even know how to describe it. He would arrive home, and Naruto, realizing that Sasuke's clearly in a sour mood, would ask how things went, as Sasuke would say, "I don't want to talk about it." He would walk to his room, and Naruto would follow with a smile, trying to raise his spirits, but Sasuke would just go off on him, telling him, "Damn it, Naruto! Don't you understand that I don't want to talk about it? Clearly something happened to me, and while you're here living your life acting as if... And while something happened to me, and clearly something happened to me, and while you get to live here, leisurely acting like a kind of hermit, I'm out there training every day to get strong enough to kill Itachi. That damn bastard killed our parents, Naruto, and you haven't lifted a finger to help me. What happened to you? What happened to the Naruto who trained with me every day and would show off the fact that he was stronger, who would glow in my face? Naruto. In my face. Naruto, you might as well have died that night. And he would slam the door in Naruto's face as Naruto would just be left standing there, as he would just sit there in silence. And Naruto can't cry, but if he could, 100% teardrops would start falling from his eyes in that moment. Sasuke is not going to be able to spam the ability, obviously. Naruto, you might as well have died that... come on now. I can't believe you guys are even thinking that's going to be the case. That's not something he's going to easily be able to access to. Remember, Kakashi had to train his butt off to even access the Mangekyo once he awakened it. And yeah, that might be due to the fact that he wasn't an Uchiha, but it's still not going to be something Sasuke's going to just leisurely use, knowing the risk that it could potentially cause him to go blind. Start falling from his eyes in that moment. If he could, 100% teardrop. Naruto can't cry, but if he could, 100% teardrop. But if he could, 100% teardrops would have start falling from his eyes in that moment. That said, Naruto would understand how selfish he has been, and he's known that this has been the case for so long. His brother just lost his teammate, and if Naruto was out there, Sasuke never would have had to go through that. Naruto would feel so much guilt at the fact that Sasuke is in this situation and it's all his fault, or so he would look at things in that lens. He would decide that he's done. He's done being a pacifist, and he's going to do something about it. pacifist and he's gonna do something about it. So in this moment, Naruto would take his blade that he used to use back in the day that he would have ended up taking because of the fact that he looked up to Shisui. This would pretty much lead Naruto to walking into Hiruzen's office as he would tell Hiruzen that he wants to be placed on Team 7 as a replacement for Kaito. Hiruzen hearing this would tell Naruto that that's going to be impossible. Not only is he blind, but he didn't even attend the academy and he's not a genin. He would go on to tell Naruto that a blind ninja just... He would go on to tell Naruto that... And he's not a genin. So Hiruzen would take a quick hit of his pipe as he would stare at Naruto and tell him that a blind ninja just isn't fit to be a shinobi. Naruto hearing this would stare back at Hiruzen as he would tell him. Hiruzen as he would tell him he's not just a blind shinobi. Suddenly, a bunch of objects in the room begin to float, and Hiruzen would be stunned at the fact that Naruto has these abilities. As Hiruzen would quack us... As Hiruzen would crack a smile and think, interesting. Interesting. That's the end of that one. Okay. But ladies and gentlemen, that's where I'm going to be ending today's video off. Let me know if you guys like the story, like the direction that I'm going in with this, and let me know what ideas you guys have for Naruto's attacks, how the story should play out in the future. Oh, and leave a like, because honestly, this is one of those videos that I'm just not sure how it will perform. If it does really bad, this might end up being the only part that I ever drop to this series, but if it performs very well, then you can bet that I'm going to be dropping multiple parts of this series. Most likely a 3 to 4 parter. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it has been your boy Zether, and I am out. Peace! There you go. Boom. Now I'm going to show you guys how I edit the audio. Peak storyteller, his pipe, ayo. 3 to 5 hours, bro. How am I supposed to get the time to do that? That's what I'm saying. Watch the movies, my boy. Yeah, 2 max. Talking about 2 max. Sheesh, bro. What do you want from me? Anyways, give me a second. Alright, now we gotta remove all the background audio. There it is. Alright, bet. Now, I quickly, Chad, I just want to say I had to record silence just so I could record like that weird little noise in the background and anything that, I need to cancel out so it just doesn't sound all weird. Sometimes the weird little noises that my microphone makes will stay in there, which is why you guys will hear that sometimes. But yeah, I'm going to try to quiet that up as much as I possibly can. What if Naruto had the Rinnegan? Speaking of what if Naruto had the Rinnegan, let me show you. Let me show you something really interesting. Or Gojo Naruto. Where did I put it?
Stare at his newly born child one last time. Seeing his newborn cry out, Keke Genkai, being able to use its back using a wall would explain that Naruto.
Part 1, part 2, part 3. I think I have part 3 done. Yeah, I have a lot of it done. I'm just not dropping it yet. Y'all don't want it enough. Y'all don't want it enough. I can tell. I could tell y'all don't want it enough. How am I doing that? I don't even know. But I just am, Alright, let's have a little background noise just for, just for the editing process. There.
Sasuke's brother. Now, obviously, they're not exactly going to be able to say, hey, this is your blood brother, because Naruto's hair is literally blonde. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things where Naruto does not fit in the family. But ultimately, Naruto would actually be treated like he is. And what's in violence, and Naruto can't cry, but safe to say, Sasuke is the nine-tailed fox, all thanks to I want not to give Naruto false hope in public in case you want to go back and watch it. But yeah, that said, Sasuke would end up actually also going on the Land of the Waves mission, which would be really interesting because remember, the only reason
I need to record the background noise way better than that, because what was that? Okay. Let me up that to 90. Give me a second, chat. Oops. I gotta restart now. There it is. Now I'm gonna do that again, but I'm gonna up the ante. No, that's crazy. Cool look. I think that first, like Liz, listen to that. That might be enough. We got to do it again, chat. All right. All right. Let's see. I might not need that. The audio levels for this video might have been way too high.
But unfortunately, she wasn't allowed to do it. Sure. Oh, and leave a like, because honestly,
I might just bass boost it, maybe. Treble.
survivor's guilt, realizing that he shouldn't have been the one to survive.
Yeah, that sounds so much better. All right. No, hopefully that'll get rid of most of it.
She just instantly got deflated. And Naruto feels bad.
Yeah, audio peaks are just way too high for this audio.
Alright. So, this specific story is going to be...
That's probably the best I can get it to sound. And it's still loud, so... Let's go... Zushi, Naruto... 1. Alright. Let's go here. Can you lower it for now, please? It's annoying. What, the music? Yeah, let me do that. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Or this. We don't need that either. Alright, I need to record the intro real quick, boys. Can you lower it for now, please? It's annoying. Yeah, I got y'all. Another what vid? Another what vid? It's not just static. Yeah, I don't know what the heck that noise is. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what that noise is about. It's just there. You know what I mean? It's just, it sucks, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the video out by 1. But I'm kind of worried about putting it out at 2. I feel like that's a little late, don't you guys think? I mean, then again, people are at school, so maybe I could take it out, put it out at 3. Yeah, we're gonna upload the video at 3, and we're just gonna see what happens. All right, let me record the intro really quickly. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Zether. Yeah, I don't like that. I hate it. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail. Today, we're gonna be talking about what if Deku. Wrong video. Okay. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's your favorite Teletubby here, back with what if Naruto had Fujitori's devil fruit, or probably what if Deku, or probably what if Deku, Tora's devil fruit, or Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's your favorite subway worker here, back at it again to drop what if Naruto was Fujitori's reincarnation, or probably what if Naruto ate the gravity fruit. Yeah, no, definitely not. Yeah, I don't like that. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's your favorite Teletubby here, back at it again to drop what if Naruto had the gravity fruit, or what if Naruto was Fujitori's reincarnation. That said, today's video was recorded in a live stream, so if you guys ever want to join Fujitori's reincarnation. Which, in case you don't know, is pretty much just a really overpowered character from One Piece who happens to be a blind swordsman and has some busted gravity powers. So you don't even gotta watch One Piece to like this video, just saying for the, small minority of you guys that haven't seen it. But yeah, that said, today's video's likes goal is probably gonna be, let's say, 800 likes. And once you guys hit that, of you guys that haven't seen it, but yeah, today's like goal is going to be 1,000 likes. So once you guys hit that, I'll be sure to drop part 2. That said, enjoy. Haven't seen it, but yeah, today's like goal is going to be 1,000 likes. So once you guys hit that, I'll be sure to drop part 2. That said, enjoy. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's your favorite Teletubby here, back at it again to drop what if Naruto had the gravity fruit, or what if Naruto was Fujitori's reincarnation, which in case you don't know is once you guys hit that, I'll be sure to. Why is that freaking static noise? Is it the microphone? Hello, mic check 1 2 1 2. Hello, mic check 1 2 1 2. Bro, it's not even the microphone. Like, why is it so? Some days it's louder than others. I don't know. We're just gonna run it with this. There it is. Okay. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's your favorite Teletubby here, back at it again to drop what if Naruto had the gravity fruit, or what if Naruto was Fujitori's reincarnation, which in case you don't know is pretty much. I can't, dude. That freaking background noise.
Battery low.
I
Please
gotta
charge.
remake that. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. It sounds even worse. No, we just gotta run it. We just gotta run with it. I literally can't do anything else about it. I can't do anything about it. I don't know what's up with my PC today. being extra loud. That burp was crazy. Yeah, sometimes it'd be crazy. The static, yeah, static. We know, bro. We know. Jigglypuff.
Welcome back to. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's your favorite Teletubby here, back at it again to drop What If Naruto Had the Gravity Fruit, or what if Naruto was Fujitori's reincarnation? And has some busted gravity powers. So you don't even gotta watch One Piece to like this video, just saying for the, small minority of you guys that haven't seen it. But yeah, today's like, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's your favorite Teletubby here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your favorite.
Okay, what do I use? Which one's the favorite? I say we go with the yellow one. Call it a day. Oh yeah, let's do this one. A cursed image. A truly, truly cursed image.
It's your favorite It's your favorite Teletubby here, back. Teletubby here, back at it again. Favorite Teletubby here, back at it again to drop What If Naruto, and to drop What If Naruto, to drop What If What if Naruto had the gravity fruit, or
What the heck? Bro, why is there not a single good... Okay. Bro, why does it have to have subtitles? It's so annoying. More subtitles. You love to see it. Can't even do anything about it. Cap, no way you finished it already. Does he die early or something? Like, why is it so quick? That's a good one. That's another good one. Quality's horrible. What about this one? Once again, horrible quality. That's nothing. Literally not helpful at all. That might be helpful. Looks super low quality though. That looks kind of sick. We'll make it work. We can make it work with these.
Back at it again to drop what if Naruto had the gravity through or
There, I gotta fill in the gap with the gifts. I think that should be enough, hopefully.
to drop what if Naruto had the
What the heck? This is a long one.
Naruto
Let's make the speed about 500. See if that... There you go. Okay, we can maybe use that. Not that one. We'll use this one. And... we will make it 450. That should be good enough. Perfect. Okay.
Naruto had the gravity through or
4, 7. What happened there? Poquito, ¿por qué?
Hay un servicio para Realbo, son dos llantas dry.
¿Puedo ir en 30 minutos?
¿Ah?
¿Puedo ir en 30 minutos?
Menos, ¿no puedes?
Es que necesito sacar este video.
Oh.
Dame 20.
Ah, pues,
Ya estoy cambiado.
oh. Es para un owner operator. Tiene uno que ir a traer las llantas allá a la Michelin.
Oh, ¿no puedes traerlas tú y luego yo lo hago?
Pues lo mismo.
Pues ahí no, pero nomás vas a manejar para allá. Entrega papeles o algo. Es que tengo que hacer esto.
Puente pues. Ahí te va.
Alright, anyways,
to drop what if Naruto had the
why is the quality so butt cheeks here? Let's see what happens if I do it full.
drop what if Naruto had the gravity through or
I guess that's fine.
what if Naruto was Fujitori's reincarnation? Which, in case you don't know, is pretty much just a really overpowered. In case you don't know,
There you go.
is pretty much just a really overpowered character. character from One Piece who happens to be a blind swordsman and has some busted gravity powers. So you don't even gotta watch One Piece. Gravity powers. So you don't even gotta watch One Piece to like this video. So you don't even gotta watch One Piece to like this video. Just saying, for the small minority of you guys that haven't seen it. But yeah, today's like minority of you guys that haven't seen it. But yeah, today's like goal is gonna be 1,000. You guys that haven't seen it. But yeah, today's like goal is gonna be 1,000 likes. So once you guys hit that, I'll be sure to drop part 2. That said, enjoy.
Okay. Okay. That's gay. I guess we could run with this one. This. Nah. What's up with this file? What's up with these files being so low quality? I guess we could do this one. I mean, what other choice do I have? Are you guys still there? Forgot to check in on you guys. Yeah, I am locked in.
Minority of you guys that haven't seen it. But yeah, today's like goal is gonna be 1,000 likes. So once you guys hit that 1,000 likes. So once that's that. Goal is gonna be 1,000 likes. So once goal is gonna be 1,000 likes. So once
Finally. Okay. Now all I have to do is this. And this.
welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's your favorite Teletubby here, back. It's your favorite Teletubby here, back at it again to drop. What if not? Naruto had the gravity through, or what if? What if Naruto was Fujitori's reincarnation? Which, in case you don't know, is pretty much. Is pretty much just a really overpowered character. Is pretty much just a really overpowered character from One Piece who is pretty much just. Is pretty much just a really overpowered character from One Piece who happens to be a blind swordsman and character from One Piece who happens to be a blind swordsman and has some busted gravity powers. So you don't even gotta watch One Piece to like this video. You don't even gotta watch One Piece to like this video, just saying, for the, small minority of you guys that haven't seen it. But yeah, today's like goal is gonna be 1,000 likes. So once you guys hit that, I'll be sure to drop part 2. That said, enjoy.
Okay, okay, okay.
Drop part 2. That said, enjoy. All right. So this specific story is going to be implementing 3 changes. Now these are going to be massive. 1, Naruto is going to be the reincarnation of Uchiha. Number 2, Naruto's going to be having a devil fruit, the only devil fruit in the series, might I add. And number 3, which is where we're going to start this entire story off, Naruto is going to be adopted by Mikoto Uchiha. Now, for most of you guys who probably don't know this information, in the original story of Naruto, Mikoto was actually trying to... It would have been a mix of the council and Eru and Danzo, so it really could have been anybody. And so this really is a huge change that we're going to be implementing, where in this specific timeline, Naruto is going to be adopted.
Oh, that's so annoying.
This has been your boy Zether, and I am out. Peace. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's your favorite Teletubby here, back at it again to drop what if Naruto had the gravity fruit, or what if...
There it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today's video is done. Finally done. Finally done. Stream is over. Part 1's done. Go like the video. Go watch it. Go report your attendance when it comes out. Watch the full thing. Like, do me that favor. Donate $100. You know, some light. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. I'm done with today's stream. I gotta go work. Peace.